I really don't know where to start with this movie. Well, the best place to start would be at the beginning, so why are we still here? Let's just go. I tried. I did my best. Probably could have done better, but I wanted to get this review out there, so it was a bit of a rush job. Um, Someone's already beaten me to this movie, unfortunately, but that's okay because I'm gonna do my take on it, and you're all going to suffer with me as well, I've already suffered enough. I've actually lost sleep on this movie, so I mean, I don't even know where to start. So, if you guys have read the title, then you will know that this is going to be interesting. But first, a disclaimer. If you've seen this movie and you like this movie, good for you. If you saw this movie and didn't like the movie, good for you. But if you're someone who wants to, rip the throat out of the director, I wouldn't do that. I would just question if my fingers are safe after this. That's what I would do. Anyway, disclaimer aside, what is the movie we're reviewing? This movie. The Attack of the Giant Blurry Finger. So what happened? How did I reach this point? How did we get here? You might want to know. How as a species have we reached a point where we're making a movie about blurry fingers? Well, see, there I was looking around. I was going to do a review of Hose, which will happen this Friday. And I saw that in the recommended section, and I was like, what? So I went, and I watched it. Well, I skimmed through most of it, but I watched enough to get an idea of the movie. And let's just say by the end of it, I was not the same person. My head literally failed, and I cannot believe the words that are going to be coming out of my mouth in this review. I'm going to warn you now. I'm never saying any of this ever again. You can't make me, so don't try. Please. But my brain literally feels like it got fingered. Yeah. That's what it felt like. So, where do I start? I'm going to start where I want to start, which is at the beginning. So, the movie starts with a woman who lives by herself. I believe she's Korean. I could be wrong. She doesn't have a name, as far as I know. And if she does have a name, I didn't catch it because I was too busy mentally freaking out. And then I shut my brain off and stuff, but we'll get to that point. But I'm going to call her Genevieve for all of our sakes. So Genevieve lives on her own, like I said. She's lonely, like all of us lonely people get. We haven't had action forever. We all know how it feels. And a finger crashes to the earth. A giant, blurry finger. I am going to be going through this entire review saying I'm not kidding. Because I'm not kidding. This is the movie. The movie is literally a giant finger. Actually, it's like this. Ow. Actually, my head. Oh. 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 That's the movie. There you go. I could remake it myself. So yeah, the finger crashes to earth. It gets into her house. She's chilling on the couch, just chilling. And it's over here. Only from the camera's perspective, it's like this close. It's like here. And she's looking this way. But then when she looks this way, the finger moves over here. And then when she looks this way, the finger moves over here. Because of the size of the finger, and yes, I'm saying that. I cannot believe I just said that. I was like, how is she not seeing this finger? How is she not seeing the finger? Yeah, this is how far I've come. How descending into madness that this movie did to me. So she eventually does notice the finger, and she freaks out, justifiably. The actress in this movie, believe it or not, does a fantastic job. Given the absurdity of it all, she does do a pretty good job with what she has to do. It's so stupid. This movie is branded as a comedy. I can see why. Anyway, so she's scared of the finger at first, but then she falls for the finger. She falls for it. Falls in love, and we all know where this is going to lead. And they do the thing. Just let that sink in, please. I didn't watch this part. I just kind of scrolled down, and because I was just sitting there like, what have I become? So, I think the finger and her do the thing about 4 times, 5 times in this entire movie, which is kind of ridiculous. But she got more action than I ever have, so yeah. Anyway, but so, and then after that, she introduces the finger to the television. She says, "This is the television." So she and the finger are sitting together on the couch. And then she takes it through a tour of her house. "This is my house," she says. She takes it into her room, shows off to it all of her outfits, and tries various ones on, and basically has it pick one. The finger doesn't have eyes, as far as I can tell, but I may be thinking too hard about this. And then, it picks an outfit. She dances with the finger. She does this little shuffle. This is literally what she was doing. And at this point, I was just like, okay. And I kind of just gave up. My brain just kind of gave up at that point. But it hadn't entirely wanted to jettison out of my head just yet. It was getting there. But not yet. We're going to get to the point where my brain just kind of jettisoned. So then she shows it her library, shows it books. She shows it a globe and explains to it the Earth that it's currently in. And then she has dinner with the finger. She spoon feeds the finger its food. I got nothing. I'm sorry, I got nothing. There's nothing I can say. So, after that, the finger, she is doing dishes, the finger pokes her. Not gonna say where. And then, more action happens. And then she sits on the couch. The finger wants even more action because the finger is a hungry little boy, it seems. I can't believe I said that out loud. A big boy! That still sounds wrong. And she denies it. And it gets mad and leaves the room. So she feels guilty. She goes after it. And then the budget of this movie kind of shows, because I'm not going to explain how. I'm not going to explain how it happens. You can't make me. She gets ketchup on her face. From the finger. The finger squirts ketchup onto her face. And she freaks out. She runs to the bathroom, gets her face all cleaned up, and now she's scared of the finger again. She's scared of it. And so the most ridiculous, most amazing fight scene that I've ever seen happens. And I'm just going to show you it. Alright, I'm just going to show you and let you go mad with me. Because that's basically what happened to me, is I was laughing at this point. I laughed through I was giggling through the entire fight. I don't know whether I finally lost my mind or my mind jettisoned finally. And all that was left was an empty husk of me just staying here just being like, this is so stupid, but it's funny. I don't make this stuff up. Okay? I don't. It's... So, I'm going to show you all the fight that happens. I'm not going to show you all of it. I'm just going to give you enough of it to give you an idea of just how this movie is. It's amazing to me. It's amazing. If this, not at all. I'm not ready at all. But let's do it. It's so dumb. See? You see what I mean? You see? Let's just sit back and watch this, shall we? This is amazing. Utterly amazing. What? Run! Run! It's so dumb. It's amazing. It's amazing. So they fight a while. They fight quite a while. It goes on and on and on for a while. But eventually she remembers something, which I didn't mention, but now I'm going to mention. At one point during the fight, she hit the finger with a book, and papers flew everywhere. Now brace yourself, because this is where I officially lost my mind. So, basically, she, realizing that there's no other way, she basically baits the finger with herself. I'm not gonna say how. And she picks up the biggest and most deadliest, most incredibly dangerous weapon known to man. A piece of paper. And gives it paper cuts. Paper cuts. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not kidding. Paper cuts. And it dies. And she says she loves it. And then she goes, she's covered in ketchup. She gets herself cleaned up. And then she comes back out and the finger's gone. She turns around and the finger's staying there with a piece of paper on the floor that says, I love you. And then she has a flashback of all of the wonderful things. And and basically she forgives the finger. And I am not kidding. I am not kidding you when I tell you what went through my head. I sat there and I literally thought to myself, this was a thought that literally went through my head because at this point I was like, I just, all sanity, all reason left me, and I thought to myself, oh great, am I gonna be seeing finger babies? They're gonna be having finger babies. And after I thought that, I kind of sat there and I was like, I need help. So, so yeah. Um. So that's not what happens. Thankfully, the director didn't think that far. Because if he had, I would have packed up and just abandoned all hope for myself. No, what happens is, she tells it, you have to leave. You have to go. You don't belong here. So, after a big, teary, sad goodbye, the finger goes back into space. And I'm just going to show you what happens. It's better that I show you, because to explain it would not work. So, here is what the finger does. Yeah, yeah, that's what happens. It blows up door. There's a bit more left in this movie where basically they show that all of this was filmed on a handheld camera and a guy's finger. Yeah. My reaction to the end of this movie, to that, was me getting up after laughing and going into my room and crawling into a ball and crying and questioning my existence and questioning humanity in general. No, I didn't really do that. I just kind of sat here for a while and just thought about my existence. So do I recommend this movie? No. No, I don't. I wouldn't suggest you watch this movie unless you're above the age of 21. And uh what else? Oh yeah. I need these. I need my fingers. That's what this movie has done to me. Is I couldn't stop looking at my hands for a few days. I was like, we're good, right? I need you to hold things, to type things. I need you. There are things we use our fingers for. Yeah. Yeah, this movie is the movie of the year. Not really. But for some people, it may be. Because it is genius in a way. But for those of you that have a brain, I'm not saying that people don't have brains, but it's just, But that's all I've got. I am not okay. I think I lost my mind through a lot of it. But there is somebody that I wanted to thank. A special thanks to Fabio Ferres, I think I pronounced their name right, who gave 2 extremely wonderful long columned comments on my 2 movie review videos. I hope he continues. He has been a breath of fresh air. There have been times when people have commented on my channel and they leave these humongous columns of amazing stuff. I need more people like that. Not people don't really talk much on this channel, but I want people to. So please be like this Fabio person and just have at it. So leave a like and subscribe because there's always room for one more. And for your second reminder to leave a like and subscribe. Seriously. The mission is to get to 60,000 subscribers by March. But to do that, you all need to subscribe. I've been hitting my knee this whole entire time. That's just how messed up I am. Yeah. But that's all I've got. I'm going to go. I'm just gonna go. I've been spending way too long talking to myself about what I'm gonna say in this review. Oh man. So this Friday is going to be a twofold review. That being, I'm going to review Host and Man of Tai Chi. Two movies that are pretty fun in their own right. And can easily be summed up, but that's just my life. I find movies that can easily be summed up. I have got a huge column of movies. I'm not going to type them out. You're just going to find out as time goes on. All the movies I've got, like, I am constantly looking, and whatever interests me, I just randomly will pluck and favorite. And who knows? Like, we'll find movies like this where I just lose my brain cells. But that's what we're also here for. So again, I've talked too much. I'm gonna go. Again, subscribe, please. It helps. I'm not kidding. The more people, the better. There's always room for more. Always will be. Just, I'm gonna go. Bye. Goodbye. Bye. Yeah. Bye.